Okay, in this tutorial, we are going to create a end game, and we're going to use a set of doors like this. And effectively, when you play, the door is going to open. So what we're going to do, we've just drawn this animation. So if you haven't got something like this already, you will need to draw it. You can have a door opening the other way. It doesn't necessarily matter. This animation's got 8 frames in there. You can have more, you can have less. It is totally your choice. What I've done, I've created an O end L1 and I've just assigned the doors here, and I'm going to put this into the game somewhere. So I'm just going to drag it in over here for now. I tell you what, let's put it over here. Now, as you can see, it is quite small. I am going to just make this a little bit bigger here, and I'm going to put it on the end there. Okay, now if I play the game, we haven't coded anything at the moment, so nothing's going to happen. It's just going to play and play and play. So obviously we need to do something about that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is stop it from playing. So if I open the ONL1, which is the object, and what we're going to do is just going to create an event, and we are going to put the animation to basically just stop. Okay, so if we look at this here, set animation speed, we're going to set it to 0. Now what this does is effectively it stops then the animation from working. Nice, easy. Now, in order for us to get it into the next level, we are going to need, say, a score. So what we're going to do is you're going to do a collision with the object, and we're just going to collide these two together. Right, sorry, wrong one. We're going to collide the player together with this. So let's change, let me just delete that. So add event, collision with the object player. And what we want to say is if the score is greater than, we'll just make a number up, say 5, then we want to go to the next room, and it happens to be room 2. Okay, now by doing that, what that means is if I now just try to play it very quickly here, and we go into this, nothing actually happens, as you can see, because effectively it isn't open, so we can do basically nothing. Now, the problem with that obviously is the player is behind here, and you can see the gun is still on top. So let's just change the order of this. So all I'm going to do is drag my player just above this instances, and that will sort that out there. So if we go here, and now look, it's almost like we can't get in, which is brilliant. Okay, so what do we need to do now is we need to go back to this O end, and we need to use a step event, because the step event is something that's constantly running. So what we need to do on the step event is basically say if the score is, we need to say greater than, so we'll do 5. I think I did 5 earlier, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so if the score is greater than 5, we need to just play the animation. Okay, but this is going to cause a little bit of a problem. So let's just try this. Now you can see it's not playing there. Let's shoot that, let's grab 5. There you are. And you can see that now it's playing and it works. But the problem is it's opening and closing all the time. It does work because now when I hit it, we go into the next level. But the problem is it's continuously playing all the time. So let's just get 5 again, or greater than 5. In fact, let me stop that for a second. It's getting a bit confusing. So let's grab a 2 here. Lovely. So what we need to do now is stop this from basically going. So we can do this in a number of ways. We could say get the image instance, but probably the best way to do it is to go to something like this. So add event, other, animation end. So when the animation ends, put the animation speed back down to 0. So let's try this now. And let's grab these 5, 6. And you can see it doesn't actually do anything there. Okay. So the reason being is we need to almost set the animation at a specific frame. So what we're going to do here is we're going to change this set sprite. And normally we'd say it'll be on frame, I think it's 8 frames. So it normally counts from 0. So we're going to go with 7. Okay, and you can see that there has stopped. Now, the reason the other one didn't work is because we have a step event, and the step event's overriding it. So in reality, if I'd added the set animation in there and I didn't have this step, it would work. But we need to then basically stop the animation from working. So that effectively is how we would have some form of door opening mechanism. It doesn't matter if you've got sliding doors like this or if you've got like a normal door which would open. They would all work in exactly the same way.